Hi everyone, it's me again, your friendly neighborhood e-girl, looking rather atrocious. Please forgive me. I wanted to do a makeup tutorial, so in order to do a makeup tutorial I literally can't have makeup on. So in case you didn't know that, that's kind of how that works. No tea, no shade. So I've gotten like a lot of people that ask me like, how do you do your makeup, this and that, this and that. I thought that I would show you guys how I do it. My mirror's down here, so I'll be like doing this. Bitch, what the fuck? Ew. But yeah, let's just jump right into this tutorial. But I use this to moisturize my face. It's for all skin types. It's the Cetaphil. It's not Cetaphil. It's just the Equate, the Great Value, the dollar store, the good value version of the Cetaphil version. And I like it. I mean, my face feels soft. So, that's good enough for me. Also, I'm drinking my fave. Let's finally get into the video. So the first thing I do is I moisturize my face. Listen, don't roast me. I do eyes first. I do brows and eyes first. I know that there is a war in the beauty community. Enrique is singing. But I know that there's a war in the beauty community about whether or not eyes and then base or base and then eyes. So please don't roast me, Jesus. I use paintbrush, like a literal dead ass paintbrush.
Broke nigga alert.
I really like this tapered look and it's soft. I use it's so disgusting, but I use my Morphe 35B palette. This palette is so gorgeous if you like the colorful looks. And I just use the black that's in it. I know that a lot of people they say don't use black to fill in your brows. I really don't care. I really don't think it's that deep. If you like dark brows, then make your brows as dark as you want them. Like, who cares? It's really not that serious. And no, my sponge accidentally got in my eyeshadow. Whoops! I'm not cleaning that. Next. So, like I said, I just take this and I dip it in the black. I take my glasses off. I don't do my makeup with my glasses on, so anywho. And I kind of just, I don't know how I'm going to do this. Okay, so I just kind of start. Don't start at the edge of your brow if you've got this much black, because then it'll be too blocky. Okay, so, yeah. So, primer. So delish. So you just, squirt her out. You really actually don't want to use a lot of this because it kind of flakes a little bit. like all of my friends. Jesus Christ, that took 48 years to get out.
Psych! That's the wrong number!
Once she is nice and dry, neck, better luck next time. I keep a lot of my products in this little makeup box. This is an Easter basket. So I use the Instant Age Rewind.
Who is this by, sis? Like
Maybelline. So anyway, I use a concealer. It's messy. A lot of my makeup stuff is really messy. Sorry, sis. Don't judge me, but it is what it is.
ooh, yeah, whoa.
What the bloody hell was that?
It's like a little microphone, see? Okay, so what you're gonna do is, that's better, is just dot the concealer on your lid, both sides. Then you're gonna put the cap on the concealer. Then you're gonna grab one of your sponges. I use the, why is there black on it? Anyway, I use the Real Techniques sponges. Yes, so you're just gonna blend her out nice and firm. So once you get your concealer down, ooh, my arm's itching. You're gonna want to set it. But what I do is I take the white from my Morphe 35B.
Go ahead and introduce yourself. My name is Michael with a B, and I've been afraid of insects my entire life.
Stop. Where?
Where's the bee?
There's a bee?
There's a bee! That's one of my favorite vines. But you're gonna pack that on your lid. Next step. So the next step is to start your process. So I'm gonna do a pink look. I love pinks, and I'm gonna recreate sort of my Valentine's Day look, because a lot of people, similar to my Valentine's Day look, because a lot of people like the way I do my style of makeup, and I just really love pinks. They're beautiful, like. So anyway, I used the Juvia palette, the Zulu, not the Julu. The Zulu by Juvia's. I love these palettes. There's an eyelash on that. I love these palettes. They're super affordable. Like, super affordable. And, very pigmented, very pretty. And look at these pan sizes, y'all. Y'all, look at these pan sizes. This is nuts. So I really love this pink color. It's so pretty. So I kind of just swirl around. There is fallout. These don't have shade names. Sorry about it. And then I tuck that all over my lid. And then I go into my Venus palette by Lime Crime. I feel like at one point they were problematic. I don't remember though. And the mirror is gone, but it does come with a mirror. And I go into this. Which color? Ooh, both of those are pretty. I'm gonna go into this deep red shade. It's called Muse. absolutely gorgeous. And I'm going to use that to deepen up my crease. Alright. And then you're going to take a brush that has a little, does have some product on it. I'm not going to lie about that one. But it doesn't have a lot. So you're going to take it and you're just going to sweep it up the top. And blend. Blend out. You're going to use sweeping motions. Windshield wiper motions. Laundromat motions. We are the boys in motion. We give you body lotion. I don't think that's the lyrics of the song. But that is how I remember it. So it'll be the lyrics today. So once your lids are nice and pink, I use this type of brush to cut my crease. It's really nice and soft and pretty. And I just take the concealer I used and I bring it around town. Just like that. And I put a little bit of I look up so that it goes where it needs to go. I'm gonna do a half cut crease. I'm not gonna cut my full crease. Or am I? Dun dun dun! I'm not. And then you're going to set the concealer. So then you're gonna take the white from earlier. It like this. Probably not. Or you can add some glitter sparkles. So I use the NYX Face and Body Glitter. So I just kind of dab my finger.
When white people sneeze, they damn foolish. This ain't how you damn, Susan. This is how you damn, Susan. So.
And I just kind of put her on there. So then what you're going to do is you've got that line of glitter in my eyelashes. Got that little line of demarcation. So what I like to do is get a brush.
Get a brush.
Get a brush. And I like to take this color from the Juvia palette. It's so pretty. This color right here. And I like to get her all on the brush. And you just kind of So now the eyes are done for now. Next, what you're gonna do is Actually, let's do a quick story time. That's much better. So I use the L'Oreal, they're disgusting, but I use the L'Oreal Paris Infallible Pro Matte. I couldn't remember the name of it and I was looking right at it. I've used these for years. So the story is, this is my summer shade. This is like my early summer shade because I can get much darker if I want to. So let's just, so this is like my summer shade, my early summer shade. I get darker the deeper we go into summer. And I was with one of my ex-friends, and I was like, hey dude, can you help me find a foundation for winter? Because it was winter and I'm much lighter in the wintertime than I am in the summer. This does not match. I like to match my foundations to my chest because sometimes the chest and face are different colors, and if you match to your face, then it's gonna look really odd if your neck and chest are a different color. So I just like to match to my chest, blend it down my neck, and then everything looks a bit more seamless. So I was like, this is 104, okay? Again, looks like that. I was like, I put a color on my chest, and I said, does this look like my winter shade? Does this match my chest? And they were like,
Yes, hands down, it matches your chest, sis. Like, yes, queen.
and I was like, okay, I'm gonna trust your guys' judgment. I get home and go to do my makeup, and it's darker than my early summer shade, and it's 107, and I'm just like, can y'all see? Like, do y'all need help? Do y'all need y'all's prescription checked? Because this is not it. So I don't have a winter shade. I still just have a summer shade. And again, I do not waste product. So this is the color I use to do my makeup, even though it's not my color. So I take some of that on my hand. I make sure that this is wet. I prefer it to be warm to melt into the skin. So sometimes what I'll do is I'll take a hairdryer and turn it on. And I'll get it warm. I know that's probably weird, and probably a lot of people don't do that, but I like whenever my beauty blender is like nice and warm, and I like when my foundation is nice and warm. It just feels better on my skin. So I take some on my sponge and I go to town. And then base is down after 45 minutes. Okay, so the next step is concealer, and you're just gonna put that where you want to conceal. Like, you put it on the high points of your face, the bridge of your nose, under your eyes. Yeah, so I usually and then I blend. Some people blend their under eyes out last. I actually don't have any like particular way I do this. It really depends on how I'm feeling. It really just depends on the day. I don't blend it out any special way. And once it's blended, okay, so the next step is I grab a fluffy brush, and don't roast me, but I use the Kat Von D Shade and White palette. This was very expensive. I didn't buy it. I want it. But I'm gonna use it until it's gone because it was expensive and I want it. And so sorry about it. I'm sorry about it, I guess. I don't really know what else to say. This is the palette. I use this middle shade. It's called Shadow Play. I really love it. But at the same time, I don't really like this a whole lot. I don't like the formula that much. Like, I wanted to get it because I heard that it was so hyped. And then I got it and I was like, okay, like, okay. So, I take this and I go on my cheeks. And the contour is done. I can't see myself in this mirror. It's really, I don't know why I was looking at it. I don't have a watch on. I was just looking at the back of my hand in this product. So the next part is powder. This is my only powder brush. I used to have several, but I don't know where they went. So I just dust it off like this. And I get it ready for powder. So the powder I use is the Airspun. Probably don't do that. I don't know why I did that. The Airspun powder. It is going to get everywhere because I'm dumb. That's the tea. And I just really first just get it all over yourself. First thing you have to do, that'll make your powder lovely.
But what I do is I bake under my eyes. Same thing with this eye. Be much more careful. I bake here. I bake here. Center of my nose. I don't know why I'm baking all these places. I usually just bake under my eyes. I'm just being bougie because I'm doing a video for you guys. I don't bake all of these places. And I also don't bake for long, like.
And then I just take the powder brush and go all over my face to set it, because again, I just wiped off where I baked. That's so good. We enjoy that. Again, I really don't like the feeling of wet makeup. Like, it drives me nuts, dude. Bruh. Okay. That's enough of that. So after you're thoroughly covered in powder, literally, you can bake for as long as you want. The longer you bake, the brighter it's going to be. But I am not going to bake for a long time because I don't want to. So I'm just going to wipe this off. Wipe her off. Get her nice and wiped off. And the next portion, yes, of this, I go ahead and do my under eyes. So I take a little brush. This is the Deluxe Crease Brush. I think it's Real Techniques. It is. It is the RT300, I think. And I just take a pink. Excuse me. And I just take like a pink. It doesn't really matter what color pink, but we're going to take a mix of that and this color from my Morphe 35B. And you're just going to go under your eye. So be very careful. A lot of people don't like under eye stuff because sometimes it can make you look sick. I don't give a shit. I don't give a heck. pretty well. Should I blend it out? Yes. Am I going to? A little bit. I did go pop. That's me busting a bubble. I've had that looping in my head for like 2 days. And it's annoying, so. I love that song. I mean, I like the song, but it's annoying that it's looping in my head. Ha ha ha. Still haven't found the top for that. Oh, there's the top for the glitter. Good thing I got it everywhere first. Really love that. So, now that the under eyes are done, we're going to go on a blush. So, you can use eyeshadows for blushes. Like, I do that all the time, especially if I want like a really, really, really severe blush. The 35B palette. Those pinks are gorgeous as blushes. If you want like a glittery blush, I have the Fenty Galaxy palette. This pinky, I'm doing it. I'm probably going to do that as blush. I also really like the Milani brushes. This one is a bit harder. This is more of a softer, probably better for lighter skin tones, but I use this really dense brush, and if you just swirl her in there, she'll show up. I also use this one. This is more up my alley, and it's gorgeous. Yeah, you can use eyeshadows as blushes as long as you're careful. It really doesn't matter. So anyway, I take a really dense brush. This is the Real Techniques 200. And I just get her nice and something. I can't remember the word I was going to use. And then I go into the Juvia palette and I take the color that I used on my eyes, this color, and I just a little smidgen smidge. And then I smile and I dust it on my cheeks. You're going to do it softly because you don't want it to come off too harsh looking. You can build it up. It's better to have to build it than to start off too heavy. Freckles, and I did glitter freckles. So Maybelline, I don't know if it's Maybelline, Revlon, don't roast me, I'm sorry, has these nice little glitter duo things. Like one side is an eyeshadow, pretty little eyeshadow, and the other side is a pretty little glitter to match. I would almost compare them to Stila glitters, but not as good, because Stila glitters are that bitch. Like, I've used them before. They are phenomenal. 10/10 would buy. But I like to do freckles, so sometimes I just take a black eyeliner and do freckles. A lot of the times, like, people want freckles to be natural, but I don't have freckles naturally, so I'm not going to put them on naturally. I like them to show up. I like them to pop. I like them to be dots on my face, quite literally. So I like a really intense freckle. But what I like to do is I like to take this, make sure it's nice and coated, and I'll just dot them all over my face. So sparkles are done. Again, you can do this with like black eyeliner, brown eyeliner. You can do it with pomade. You can do it with eyeshadows. It just depends on like how dark and how intense you want them. As you can see, I like mine very dark and very intense. And then I take the same brush that I used to do my blush, and this is how I get the effect of like super like lips that are kind of smeared almost. And what I do is I take blush. I'll just take the same blush from earlier. Take the same colors from earlier, really. And what I do is, make sure your lips are pretty dry for this, is I just brush around my lips. That's kind of how I do it. And if it's not dark enough for me, then I'll go into my handy dandy notebook. Just kidding, this is not Blue's Clues. I go into my handy dandy color that I love from the Morphe 35B, this color. I use that color a lot. It's really that bitch, like, and you can make it as intense or as not intense as you want it. What I like to do is I like to give my lips a little bit of a shine, so I go into that pink color, this color from the Juvia palette, and I put it on my finger. And I put it on my lips. I said I was going to use the Fenty Galaxy palette as blush, and I totally forgot, so oops. I'll put a little bit of the sparkles on my lips. So I take this pretty pink color, dig my finger in it. My Fenty Galaxy palette is a mess. All of my makeup is a mess, like, that's the tea. You can put it on your lips to add sparkles. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to highlight. So I highlight my Cupid's bow. Do that with a nice wash of glitter. And then I take my highlighting palette, which is just this little rose. It's like, I got it from Hush, and it's a mess too, but it's like, sort of like a dupe for one of the Anastasia ones. And I just kind of, it's really pretty though. Definitely not as pigmented, like, but still really gorgeous. And I think it was like 15 bucks, so. I go into the color Shine, this icy white color. I should have done my highlight before I done my nose, but it's okay. And I now that my hands are thoroughly filthy, I grab my mascaras, and I really need new mascaras. I have had these for much longer than I should have, but I use the Clinique one, and I use the Better Than I'm not gonna do lashes, but this is the final look. This is how I achieve my kind of weird, like, costume makeup, sort of, but I wear it out, so is it costume makeup? That is. We'll answer it right after the commercial break. Just kidding, there's no break. I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. I hope it was decent enough. Like, I hope you learned from it. I had a lot of fun doing it. I woke up this morning and I actually wanted to be awake. Usually I wake up and immediately I'm just like,
Why?
but today I woke up and I was like, wow, I really want to film today. I really want to film today. I really want to do a cute little makeup. Want to see more or darker looks? Let me know. It's your friendly neighborhood e-girl. I hope that you enjoy this. Subscribe, like, comment, whatever you want to do. Thanks, guys.